Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Another edition of Movement Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. I'm not sure. All these holidays, public holidays, voting, election, confuses me a little bit. Today we're going to look at quite a difficult little exercise. It's called the single-legged, straight-legged deadlift. A lot of leggeds in there, eh? Yeah, anyways. So, when you are starting out with this exercise, there's a couple of things you really need to focus on. We'll talk about why it's good for you just at the end. Most people don't really care, they just want a new exercise. Anyways, so a couple of things you need to look at when doing this movement is, you need to be working obviously on one leg, it's single-legged, but then you need to try and make sure that your hips stay level and square, which means they can't twist this way and they can't twist that way either while doing the movement. Right, so let's just go through a very basic movement pattern that you can use to get to the straight-legged, single-legged deadlift, and that would be to just do a diver and get back up tall. So obviously you can see, if you know a little bit about the body, that we're using this hamstring on the bottom leg. Obviously also the leg that's going up, using that glute. But like you can see, my hips are staying pretty much level when going forward, and they are not turning, or when I'm down in that movement, the one is not higher than the other. Another last little thing that I would really like to see people do is stay tall, like we do with most straight-legged deadlifts or even normal deadlifts. Keep that upper body tall, keep the chest up and keep it straight, so don't collapse at the bottom of the movement. Now let's get into the actual movement with some resistance. You can use kettlebells, you can use dumbbells, whatever you've got available. You can even use a small child, that'll work as well, or a cat. Just don't hurt the cat, or the child. Alright, so you can start off with 2 hands on the kettlebell, or with 2 dumbbells in your hands, and you're going to plant that foot to the bottom. I use barefootish type of things here because it gives me a little bit of a better grounding on the earth. So you're going to be there, nice and tall, stretch down, get up quick, touch, and go. 1, 2, 3, down, get up, tall. Right. If you're feeling a little bit more like you need a bit of an extra challenge, hold that kettlebell or dumbbell in one hand, and you do exactly the same, but because of that offset, it'll give you a little bit of an extra challenge with your core and your stability. Alright, let me just give you a perfect side view. Do the double-handed one. Chest nice and upright, tall, straight body. Touch, let the foot determine how far you go. If you can only go down to there, that's okay. Don't worry about it. If you can go further, keep pushing it. Right. So, great eccentric control and strength exercise, especially good for people that do some running and cycling to target those hamstrings and glutes, and then of course the core. Right, go on and do it. Cheers.